Hello and welcome back to Bannerlord. Now as you can see right here, we have Jin and Pelisor both in the tavern at Sibia. And there's actually a very good reason for that, of course. They were defeated. And now here's the thing. They were only defeated because of this. Yeah, there's only one town in the area that is still ours, and oh dear, that's not particularly good, is it? Anyway, we're going to be taking both of them into our party once again, and we are going to have to find somewhere else to go. Now, I am going to not ransom my prisoners. I'm just going to donate them to try and get a little bit of extra, well, shall we say, a little bit of extra something. I'm not entirely sure what I'm even going for at this point, because Sturgia is about to bite the dust. I am pretty sure they are about to bite the dust because I saw an army that was running around, and the army had about 600 units. I did attempt, by the way, another siege at Ov Castle. It did not go well. Let's just say that. I lost 10 people. I didn't even get into the siege before this massive army turned up and basically was like, hello, please leave. And so I decided to leave very, very quickly indeed. So we are just going to level up our engineering here. It looks like bad things are about to happen to Sturgia, and I actually don't know where to go from here. So I'm thinking to myself right now, what is a good way to stop the Empire? What's a good way to do that? Well, I think there's probably only really one way to do that. And the one way to do that is to join with a faction that is a little bit strong and go with that. Because as far as I'm aware, we just declared war on the Southern Empire. Why did we declare war on the Southern Empire? I mean, these are the Southern Empire right here, and they are absolutely insane in the amount of units they have. By the way, this is the extent of our fiefs, and these are the extent of our clans as well. So you can see here that this is basically all we have left. Ragnvad's clan, Fafan's clan, and Tovia by himself. And that's basically it. If I can speak to, maybe I can speak to, no, Asta really hates our guts, as is the case with, you know, people that execute others. Yeah, I think I made a pretty big error about that. But anyway, this guy has made an army around Takor. I don't know whether I really want to participate in this, because I don't know, we could go somewhere, but I don't think it's really going to lead anywhere good. I think, if anything, it's just going to lead to our demise, because every single time an AI has taken control of, well, where we should go, I always end up getting taken prisoner. So it might make sense for me to just literally leave. There's only 94 units here, but as we've seen, even if we do auto-resolve or something like that, we still lose a lot of units, and I didn't really want to do that. So yep, oh, okay, there we go. Okay, I'm out of here. I mean, that's the thing. I could technically try to fight this guy, but I don't know whether I want to at this point. And as you can see, there's another clan that has just left Sturgia. And we're going to have to take a look at the faction strengths here. So let's have a look. So Britannia, as you can see, has 2,200 still. The Southern Empire has... don't even get me started on the Southern Empire. And then we have the Khuzait, who are basically done. Western Empire basically done. The Azerai are actually okay, amazingly enough. Not entirely sure how that's possible still. And Vlandia. Vlandia are basically the only people that I believe we will be able to do anything with. So I have left it to basically the last possible moment. We have Takor Castle and we have Sibia, and I believe my castle is still actually available, which is actually kind of amazing. I would have thought it would have been taken relatively quickly, but I think what I'm going to have to do is I am pretty much... Wow, okay, hello. Vashoki. Do you see that? Vashoki was actually there, and you know that he used to be part of the Sturgians, which is actually hilarious. Okay, so I'm just going to try and get around here if at all possible. I'm going to try and kill this guy just to take care of business a little bit. And by the way, I actually saw a bug where Ragnvad was literally trying to attack Ulrich inside Omor's town, and that's literally it. That's all he was trying to do. He was just running into the wall again and again and again, and Ulrich was standing inside the sprite on the world map with one unit. And that was it. It was a bit weird, got to say that. But anyway, let's try and take this guy out. This is going to be our last cry for victory as a Sturgian, because I will be leaving the faction after this. I did not want to do that. As I said in the previous episode, I personally do not like defectors. I don't like faction hoppers or anything like that. But I'm not actually defecting at a strong time, or at a time when we could actually achieve some kind of victory. I feel like it is extremely sad for something like that to happen. Anyway, someone also said in the comments that archers are default on hold fire, and as you can see, I've actually just pressed them to hold fire. Now they're going to fire at will, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. Maybe it's different for each of us or something. I don't really know. But otherwise, let's just get ready to see if we can do some damage to this guy. We don't really need to use tactics that much against such a small army. But I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because I don't really want to lose any units. And my army is going to be brought over to the Vlandians. I am going to be joining Vlandia after I leave Sturgia. That just seems to make the most sense because they are the strongest faction that isn't part of the Empire. And that's the main reason why my decision is that. And let's see if I can do something against these guys. Now, these are Empire units. And as you can see, they're actually kind of good, you know? They're actually kind of good in comparison to Sturgian units. And it's actually kind of sad, you know? It's actually kind of sad because I thought to myself, yeah, Sturgia's got some really, really cool, you know, berserker-type units. And obviously I was going off information mostly from Warband because, you know, this is a complete blind playthrough. I have no idea what is going on most of the time in this. You can quite clearly tell that that's the case. But the point is that that's also a thing that Warband does, where berserker units are actually kind of useful. They're actually pretty good. They're not terrible unless you're playing a mod that gives really, really powerful ranged units or something like that, which in that case, yeah, they're going to be pretty awful at that point. But anyway, let's just tell these guys to charge in, tell these guys to charge in. We're going to be very, very easily able to achieve a victory here. But anyway, the point is that I initially chose Sturgia just literally because I like the way that they look. I think their units look cool. I like the sort of snowy areas. And generally, I just kind of like, you know, the way that they are. And unfortunately, it seems to not have paid off in this case. And that's the point. I didn't really want to pick an overpowered faction either. I didn't want to pick a faction that is just brain deadly easy. And I'm not trying to provide or give any offense to someone that has picked an overpowered faction, but it's just how it is. You know, the game is obviously not completely balanced yet. And of course, that's exactly what early access is for, because the community is going to rally behind. They're going to make forum posts. They're going to be like, okay, hey, what's going on with the Botanians, you know, Botanian champions having 280 archery proficiency and the other archers in the game not having that. You know, that's the kind of thing that I'm thinking about. But yeah, we're going to let this guy go because we might as well. And I personally feel like letting him go and only gaining 2 relation is kind of meh. I would much prefer to get more than that. I mean, obviously, I'd prefer to get more than that. But, you know, the point is that I feel like it should be a greater amount of relation for letting him go, because we could theoretically have executed him. So I feel like more relation is in order for letting people go. But obviously, that's just my own personal opinion. Maybe other people think that that's going to be making it too easy. But personally, I don't think so. I think 5 relation is a much more reasonable thing to expect. And we're just going to be taking all of that. Is there anything here that I actually want to take? That's actually pretty good, so I guess we'll take that. And oh, we got some nice helm right here. All right, yeah. Let's give that to. Actually, wait a minute. We've got Jin back, so we probably want to give her some better weapons and stuff, don't we? So let's give her a better weapon. Are there any shields here? Yeah, there are some nice shields. So let's give her one of these, so she can actually start using something much better than what she was beforehand. And she can definitely use some better boots. Oh my, wow. Okay, yeah, she's wearing absolute trash, isn't she? This is really, really bad. But it has been a long time since I made her the head of one of our caravans. So that's obviously a thing. Guess I'll take the pack camel as well. And now Pelosaur. Pelosaur is obviously not wearing anything good. And we'll give him some better boots. He doesn't even have a he doesn't even have a shield. Are you serious? He doesn't even have a shield. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm really sorry that I didn't really give him anything good, but he doesn't really have any riding skill, as you can see right here. He can literally ride a sumpter horse, and he can't level up, so it's really very difficult to get him kitted out in decent stuff. So it's not really my fault, I guess. It's not really my fault. It's just that he's kind of bad. So yeah, I know a lot of people actually wanted me to kick this guy, but I think it's kind of, I don't know, it kind of adds to the legend of Barney to have like a guy that basically is just not very useful, apart from Barney obviously not being very useful himself. But I think that it's kind of amusing to have this guy along. So we're just going to take that, and then we will be leaving Sturgia, which I am not a big fan of doing. As you can see, Ragnvad is basically the only person that is still around apart from Tovia. But I am going to have to leave, and I will keep all holdings. But nobles will dislike this dishonorable act, and the kingdom will declare war on you. So you can actually decide about that. I'm going to relinquish all holdings at this point because I personally really like Sturgia, but what can I do about it? What can I do about it? There's nothing I can do. So now all of these places are open to us once again, and there's Ulrich. There's the bug. You see? He's literally stuck in there for all eternity, and Ragnvad was actually attempting to attack him infinitely until he was defeated by a very large army. So yeah, that did not go very well, did it? No, not at all. So I guess the best thing that we can do is head on over to Vlandia, and we will try our luck. We will try our luck at joining their faction, and we'll see if we can maybe pull off some amazing vassalage transfer, I guess you could call it. But I don't think it's really going to work that easily, personally. So let's actually just take a quick look at what's going on here. Vlandia has not even been touched? Are you serious? Azerai's not really been touched either? Obviously, the Empire has completely dominated in the center and eliminated the Khuzait, and has also eliminated the Sturgians, of course. Well, not eliminated them yet, but very, very close to doing that. And that is really sad, in my opinion. That is really sad, because I really hoped that we would be able to pull it back, but it was just too far gone at that point. And as someone actually mentioned, the banner thing, the banner quest that I did, I should not have done it that early on. That was the main problem with Sturgia being targeted all the time by so many different factions. I should have just let the game run a little bit, powered myself up, let Sturgia and their troops power themselves up a little bit, and then seen what had happened at that point. That would have made all the difference, but unfortunately, I was a bit too fast to jump the gun. I didn't realize that was actually what would happen, because of course this is my first time playing the game, and I have no prior knowledge about how the campaign works or anything like that. So, it's a whole new experience for me, and it's a whole new experience for, well, everyone, isn't it? Anyway, let's see if I can maybe do some damage. Oh, nice! Look at that. That was a nice hit right there already. I'd like to try and shoot him in the leg. Oh, that doesn't work, apparently. Okay, this is kind of bad. There we go. He's dead, at least. He's dead. Oh, Pelosaur. Oh, right in the face. Did you see that? Right in the face. Okay, let's try and dodge this guy. There we go. And a nice headshot. There we go. Very nice indeed. Yes. Where are you and what have you done? Who are you and what have you done with Barney? Ah, I almost messed that up. Ugh. Never mind. Okay. Well, there you go. We have a free-for-all next. I'm going to bet full amount. And I have a two-handed sword. Why did you give me a two-handed sword? You know what I'm going to do? I'm literally going to run away. I am going to run away. And these guys can kill each other. Come on. Kill him. Kill that guy behind you. Yes. Yes. Kill that guy behind you. Yes. There we go. There we go. What? What? So circle strafing is a thing, and the AI can't do anything about that? Come on, I don't think so. Okay, well, there you go. I survived just through sheer cheesiness. I mean, am I playing multiplayer, or... Anyway, let's skip the round right here, and we are actually with Jin. And against an Imperial Legionary and a named unit. Yeah, we're gonna lose this. I have a two-handed sword. What? What? Why? Why am I allowed to do this? Why am I allowed to do this? That is so cheap. I am sorry. I am sorry you had to witness that. That is extremely cheap. I did not mean to seem so cheap, but okay, there you go. I guess if you give me a two-handed sword, I'll just circle strafe around, and apparently the AI can't do anything. So there's a bit of an I guess an exploit or something. So you just don't fight fair. Just don't fight fair. There you go. Look at that. Don't fight fair. Just be an absolute bastard about it. Yeah, that's apparently how people have been winning tournaments in the very early point of the game. But there you go. except, and let me just say, unless you're good at blocking. If you're good at blocking with a two-handed weapon, then props to you. But if you're not good at blocking, just be cheap, like me. There you go. And we actually did get a horse, and that's actually pretty cool. There you go. We actually won a tournament for once. I can't believe it. Okay, yeah, I can't believe that we won with a two-handed. That's what I mean to say. Anyway, let's have a look at that horse. There it is. Wow, that's actually a really nice horse. Unfortunately, it requires 90 riding skill, and I obviously don't have that. So I guess I might as well give it to... Kirislava can't use it. Jin can't use it. Pelosaur can't use it. Okay. Well, that's kind of harsh, isn't it? Okay, so let me actually just take a look at my clan here real quick, because obviously we do have Lise. And where's my party? Where's my companion? Oh, there she is. She's staying at Epicrotia. Oh, okay. So is she going to come over here, or maybe I can create another party. There we go. Let's create another party of hers, and then hopefully she will go and just adventure around as much as she can, and then maybe she'll come and join us at some point. But that is obviously going to drain our resources even further, so we do need to get some caravans up and running relatively soon. Okay, let me just pinpoint a place where I want to go. I have no idea. I guess Praven is the capital, right? Praven's probably the capital, because obviously that is technically the capital in Warband of Swadia, so I would expect it would be about the same in Vlandia. But let's have a look and see what we can level up here. Got a bunch of Sturgians. I guess we're going to have to replace the Sturgians with other units. I'm talking about probably Vlandian units and things like that. And I suppose if you're playing with Vlandia, then you probably have a pretty easy time of things. So there's also that, you know, maybe it's a kind of good thing that we are going to do that. But are Vlandia actually at war against anyone? I actually don't know. So I guess we'll find out relatively soon. And we'll see. Let's see now. If I can go into this town, then I might be able to ask some people where I need to go and what I need to do. Because obviously I need to go and... pledge my allegiance, so to speak, if they are actually going to allow me to join them, that is. They might not even allow me to join them. As you can see, there's this guy who's a nobleman of Sturgia. That is hilarious. Let's actually speak to him and see what he has to say for himself, because he obviously hates our guts. That is to be expected. I heard that you renounced your allegiance to Faron. Well, that is your decision. No, not to Faron, actually. I renounced my allegiance to Ragnvad. Alright. That's kind of funny. Alright, there's something I'd like to discuss. I would like to enter the service of Prince Ragnvad. Actually, no, I wouldn't like to do that. I just left them. But he doesn't know that. He thinks that I was serving Faron, which is, I believe, one of the Southern Empire generals, I believe. Anyway, would you care to pass the time with a game of Muterore? I have no idea what that is. What is that? Is there a game table somewhere here that I can take a look at it? I actually don't see it. Why did I pull my sword out? They're going to murder me. Okay, yeah, let's actually just leave real quick. Vlandia seems like a pretty nice place. But obviously I would like to... oh, maybe I should recruit some troops? 1 troop. Wow. It's very rich, isn't it? It's very rich. Okay, so they have a bridge. They have a bridge here. They have bridges in Vlandia by the looks of things. That's very nice. We've been here once before, but haven't really been able to do anything. Ah, hello. Shall we try courting her if she has good relation with us? Ah, tell me your name. Forgive me if I have met you before, and do not remember the occasion, for I have seen many warriors come to this land and pass swiftly into shallow graves. Yes, I will be doing that very, very shortly, so don't worry. Okay, so she's a loyal vassal of Dirthart, or Dirthart. Default intro for famous player. We'll try to make sure that this does not occur. Bear in mind, early access, of course. Okay, I would like to enter the service of King Dirthart. Yes, there we are. I would pledge allegiance to you and be counted among your loyal followers. You would need to talk to our leader. He is currently near Flintolg Castle. Right. Okay. Well, thanks very much, lady. We will now be going over to Flintolg Castle. Wherever that might be. Let's actually just recruit some more troops. Wow, there's a lot of people. A lot of people you can get troops from here. Anyway, so Flintolg, where is it? Do I have to search for it on in the encyclopedia? Do I need to search for it? Wow, they actually have a very large amount of places, don't they? This is actually kind of crazy. Wow, okay, I guess I will have a look at the encyclopedia. So Vlandia, Flintolg Castle. This is very nice. Very nicely done. Oh, apparently they are... Flintolg Castle is actually not theirs. So I guess I will just have to look at it manually. And there it is. Okay, so this is actually a Southern Empire place. And Vashorki owns it. Ha! That's actually hilarious. Alright, so we're just gonna track that. And... that is very far away. Okay, so before we do anything else, I think it is probably a good idea that we start to get a caravan up and running, because let's face it, we probably want to do that to try and make sure that we don't go bankrupt in the meantime trying to find this guy. So we're just going to do that, and Pelisor is going to go and do what he does best, which is hopefully not getting himself in too much trouble, and we will head on over to Flintolg Castle. Now, here's the thing. I'm thinking that what we'll do, our first action as a Vlandian vassal, if they are actually going to allow... Oh, there's Lise. She's still running around as a caravan. That's actually kind of amazing. Yeah, she's actually still running around. She's not really giving us that much, unfortunately. So I might have to call her back and then reassign, I guess. Reassign her to a different place. That might actually make the most sense. But, okay, so there's Radan, there's Urik. We've defeated him so many times now. That's kind of hilarious. Okay, so he's not here, as you can quite clearly see. The trials and tribulations of having to find this guy. Actually, I might be able to find him through looking... through here. What is his name again? D, right? There he is. Okay, so can we actually speak to him, and where is he? Last seen near Glintor 2 days ago. Oh, that's actually right over here. Maybe I want to go to Pendrake Castle then. That might make the most sense because there'll probably be someone there that I can speak to. Okay, no, they're actually going to kill me if I decide to do that. Because if you recall, I actually did raid a couple of villages in this area earlier on in the series, and that that did not kind of shall we say that did not give me that much of a good reputation in this area at all. So I guess it will be a little bit of time before I can actually find the guy. Oh, never mind. I think he might have actually just gotten himself taken prisoner by the Southern Empire. Alright, so it looks like I may have found where he is, finally. As you can see, the Vlandians are actually running a campaign in the midst of Southern Empire territory, and there's actually a massive siege going on right here. Now, as far as I'm aware, the liege of the Vlandians is actually very close by to this town, which has just been taken by the Southern Empire. There's Regea's army. She has 226, which is actually not even that much. It really isn't. So, there he is. Fantastic. Okay, so we finally found him, and we will hopefully be able to speak to him relatively soon, and then we will see what is going on. So, it's been a while. Okay, so something there I'd like to discuss. I would like to enter your service. I pledge allegiance to you. There we go. He is actually okay with us chopping off a few heads. I guess he kind of is a bit tired of the Southern Empire being so powerful at this point, so let's see what we can do. I am ready. I swear homage to you, and there we go. We have joined Vlandia. And at least we're not like those other people that have literally joined the Southern Empire because they are so powerful, you know. And I want to join your army. Technically, I could do that if I wanted to. Alright, so let's actually join the army that is following him. And now we have 200... wow, look at that. 210 followed by 373. There is no need for us. Let's go. Traveling... okay, so we're traveling to this to go and besiege it. As you can see, however, the cohesion of this army is very low because they have been doing this for such a long period of time. And fortunately, however, there are only 45 units in the garrison here. So this is actually going to be a very easy siege. As soon as the battering... whoa, they actually send off people outside of the army to go and hunt down the predatory vassals that are attempting to pick us off when we're at our weakest. They are much more advanced than the Sturgians. That's all I can say. Wow, they seem pretty cool in my opinion. Okay, so let's go and help her army. We're going to go straight in to the fight. And I'm going in manually this time because I personally feel like seeing a town. This is an actual town in real time. I feel like that's going to be the most fun that we've had so far. Look at this. Look at this. This is crazy. Oh yeah, by the way, the developers did actually release an update very recently that actually fixes a lot of the performance problems in regards to sieges. So if you were having problems before, then maybe you won't have problems now. I know that I did have a couple of low FPS moments in some places, but it's okay. It's still playable, so it's all right. It did go down to 10 sometimes though, so I mean that's just how it is when something isn't optimized to its fullest. But no doubt that will be fixed at some point in the future. So how fast are these guys running? Look at these guys. What are those? Oh, they're the guys doing the ladders. All right, I don't envy them. That's all I can say. All right, so let's actually see. Look at these. Look at these guys. Wow, this. I gotta say, I still feel like this is really, really immersive and atmospheric and really tense as well because you really want to go up the ladder. Look at this. You're going up the ladder and I'm holding on to it and I'm like, yeah, I like going up the ladder. I'm going to have a banana after this. You know, I'm literally going to slaughter all of these enemies And we're going to capture this town. And who knows? Maybe I will be awarded it. You know, Barney the Beheader. Never thought I would be saying that again. But yeah, anyway. Oh, I wanted to kill that guy. Okay, this one's mine. There we go. I said that one was mine, and he is. Fantastic. Very good. Okay, so let's try and do some damage here. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of people going slaughtering all over the place, aren't they? Yes, they certainly are. I also like the amount of... Oh! Ow. Yeah, never mind. At least you can't break your legs. At least not yet, because maybe there is going to be a mod out there sometime that actually incorporates broken bones and maybe even things like decapitations and stuff, like losing an arm or something. I mean, that would be pretty gruesome, but you know, realistic nevertheless. But I mean, you think in this time, in this era, you'd probably die from infection more than anything, wouldn't you? So, and obviously blood loss, I guess. But if you were able to cauterize it really quickly, then maybe it'd be okay. But yeah, well, anyway, the point is that there will probably be some mod that will add broken bones or something, and maybe a wound system. You know, a wound system is definitely something that I think a lot of people would quite like, or maybe not, because I know that the wound system in Britain Order was not exactly appreciated. And a couple of the Game of Thrones mods as well, they were also having a slight issue with wounds and things, because some people did not particularly like those, but it did add that realism, you know? It did add the realism to those particular scenarios. So I don't really personally have a problem with that. And let's actually... Oh, hello there. You're actually... Oh, you're going to get murdered. Look at him. Look at him. He's doing the jig. He's doing the jig. Come on, Ragdoll. Don't go anywhere, please. Don't. Ah. Yes, I knew that was going to happen. Because generally what tends to happen is there's a Ragdoll for about 5 to 10 seconds after they die. And then the Ragdoll deactivates. And it's replaced by an actual, you know, model of the body or whatever the case may be. But that is just hilarious. Oh, that was so fantastic. Okay, so what is this? Let me rearm this. And... use it. Oh, look at that. That's really cool. Okay, can I fire this? How do I... Oh! I hope I don't hit anyone. No, not in a million years. Why would I hit anyone with that? Yes, I can barely hit anyone with a polearm. Yeah, anyway, there you go. 2.2 renown. Nothing too amazing or anything, but we do get an opportunity to take these guys prisoner, which I think we will do. And our influence is 18. Because apparently our influence does not carry over, and I guess that's absolutely fine. I don't have a problem with that. Alright, we're still all wearing pretty decent stuff. What about Jin? Jin could probably use this. Yeah, there we go. She could definitely use an upgrade on that. Anything else here for her? Not really. Okay. And Pelisor's obviously already gone off. Okay, so there we go. We did it. And the army you are in has been dispersed because obviously they didn't have any additional cohesion, and now they're just going to go about their business. Fantastic. Okay, so we're now part of Vlandia, which is probably going to give us the best shot to take, well, I mean, to take this. I mean, I'm not holding out much hope at this point, but you never know. Maybe we'll get to a point where we might actually be able to fight back in a more than effective manner. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.